In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about one of the most powerful strategies that you should be using, especially if you are a business entrepreneur. That strategy is what some people, not all people, would call the equity partnership strategy. The equity partnership strategy. Now, I want to explain this in detail, but before I do, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know we appreciate your subscriptions. Make sure your notification is on, and you should be following me at Ramon Preston on all social media platforms. We drop content on a regular basis because our goal on social media is to not only get attention, because we want to do business with you, of course, but to also bring a heightened awareness to people like you so that you can start building wealth for yourself and for your family. Now, with that being said, let's get back to one of the most powerful strategies that every business entrepreneur, I'm talking about small business owners, should be using. This is not just for the wealthiest people on the planet, which brings me to my first point. If you study some of the wealthiest people on the planet, here's what you're going to find out. Most of them don't own 100% of their business. Think about that. Most of them don't own 100% of their business. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, he owns less than 20% of Amazon. That means he has $1 trillion company and he only owns less than 20%. That means 80% of his $1 trillion business, that's a valuation of about $800+ million, is owned by other partners, investors, and shareholders. I don't know, maybe you own some Amazon stock. But my point is this. All of the wealthiest people understand that it's much better to own a smaller percentage of something big than a large percentage of something small. I mean, let's just give some examples. You know a local small business owner who's got a landscaping business, a tree trimming business, somebody that's got an online store, an apparel shop, somebody's got a local restaurant, and they struggling. They ain't got enough money to pay salaries, to pay employees, to hire staff, to market. And instead of them thinking like wealthy people, they continue to think like non-wealthy people. See, a small business entrepreneur has this belief that this business idea they have, that they form an LLC around, is their legacy. Well, first of all, it's really not your legacy, because most businesses are not handed down to kids, because most kids don't want to inherit the business or the problems that the parents created through this thing that they call a business. So that means most businesses close. They almost never sell. They inevitably close because the business entrepreneur, the small business owner, does not know how to preserve the legacy through things called equity partnerships. Now, what is an equity partnership? We're just going to make it simple. If someone owns an LLC, that means they own 100% of the ownership interests of that LLC. Are you following me? Okay? They own 100% interest. Now, if it's a couple, the spouse may own 50%, the other spouse may own 50%. Either way, the CEO, the business owner, the founder or founders, they own 100%, or he or she owns 100% of the ownership interest of that business. Well, guess what? That business owner can decide at any moment to take a percentage of equity that they own in that business and form a strategic partnership with an investor, with an investment group, or with an individual who can strategically bring value to their current business through different avenues. It could be that this investor, this group, this strategic partner knows marketing better, or they already have an audience. It could be that they have a strong sales team in their business where they can do a vertical integration. There are so many countless ways that a small business owner can grow their business through this one thing called equity partnership. Now, one of the reasons why I'm talking a lot about these types of strategies is because it took me a long time to realize that most of my success was tied to partnerships. You know, when you do something so long, you really don't even pay attention to how you really do it until you realize one day that, wait a minute, where I am is not because of what I've done by myself. It's because of what I've created through strategic partnerships. As a matter of fact, for years as an entrepreneur, most of the success that I experienced, financial success, getting big deals and winning on huge levels, most of that was tied to partnerships that I created. Watch this, not even owning any equity in a partnership. The only thing I owned in those partnerships was a share of the revenue, which is a whole nother strategy that we're not going to get into. But I just want you to understand the power of partnerships by using equity. I know people right now who own businesses that are not profitable enough for them to sell them. I know people who own businesses that are not profitable enough for larger companies to come in and buy a portion of their equity because they just don't have value. As a matter of fact, many of them would be considered insolvent, no good, worth nothing. But there are other partnerships that you can create with not profitable businesses, and it could be a form of bartering because you've got other business owners and entrepreneurs who are doing things that can make your business better. And I believe this is the way of the world moving forward in 2025 and beyond. And that's why I'm preaching it from the mountaintop. I've done it myself. I'm continuing to do it. As a matter of fact, me and a group of partners, we just acquired a business. We're in due diligence for another business. And as of the time of this video, we're only a few weeks into 2025. And we've already acquired one business. We're doing due diligence on another one. And just in this year, we might do 7 or 8 different deals through strategic partnerships using equity, either in our business or in a business that we're doing a partnership with. So if you're interested in learning more about how we're putting these types of deals together, I want you to click the link in the description. We just introduced to a small group of investors and partners that we have in our community what we call our HoldCo Dealmakers Club. It's an exclusive membership only for investors and partners. So there's no cost of entry in terms of, oh, I pay $1,000 or $500 to join the club. No, your deal making gets you access to the club. We are in the process right now, as of the time of this video, of a training that we're doing on how to become a HoldCo deal maker. And if you're a business entrepreneur looking to increase and accelerate your revenue, your reach, and your results, and get off the hamster wheel of continuing to do the same thing yourself when you could do better things with others, click the link in the description. I'll be more than happy to share more information with you so that we can get you to your place of success. I'll see you in the next video.